we want, at the end of the year, to generate a white paper, which we always tend to do, which will be about research, key market trends, but also looking at some of the topics that have been discussed here. So what we're going to ask now is that you think about the topics that have been mentioned a lot. And in fact, I would say probably here, sustainability is probably one of the top ones, AI, machine learning, probably the next one, and then collaboration, partnerships, acquisitions are the three that I would say are the key ones. We're going to break you into groups now, groups of 10 or something similar, and get you to discuss those topics. And I would say the three that I've mentioned are the most crucial. And from that, what we want really is for you to just put forward any thoughts you have about sustainability for the print industry, any thoughts you might have about AI and machine learning, any thoughts you have about collaboration, acquisition. Give us any topics that we might have missed that you see as key to the print industry going into 2025. We're doing this partly because we feel that no one's really leading the industry at the moment. There isn't any sense that we necessarily know where we're going. And so this might help us as a group to think about it and kind of challenge our mindset. Robert, over to you. First group was over here.
Yeah,
over to you.
First group, does it work? Yeah. The first group is mainly dominated by ink makers. So Andy said we are called the Inkies, so that's us.
You win for having the best name. That's the good, yeah.
1 point. Sustainability was very much influenced by my personal knowledge of sustainability between analog and digital. But in general, we say, yes, it's sustainable, but there are also a lot of things to be sorted out, like containers for transporting inks and waste management and so on. But in energy, these numbers are proved. 25% less energy per square meter printed in digital in comparison to analog printing, including all energy used, air conditioning and so on. And another sustainable impact is the waste. Paper waste, everybody knows paper is very energy intensive, water intensive. So 280 kgs is the average waste we have on a rotograver job and 40 kg on a digital press. And I think if you use it in the future better, it can be even less. So this was very much decorative printed influence. And about AI, we said it's very helpful for predictive maintenance, never stop the system. It can be very helpful for process optimization, for finding errors in the system. R&D acceleration, we had a nice example about this. And new business models, of course. And in the decorative area, AI will, from my understanding, substitute the analog image creation fully. Whatever you see, it looks like wood, you can do already in AI. And last but not least, collaboration, as we called it, the ecosystem is the major point of all of this. It's all about mindsetting, about being open. Alone, nobody can handle it. And it's about trust your partners, and and set expectation with your partners so you all have the same vision. So I don't know if I missed something. So. Thanks, Fraser. That's all.
Fantastic, Robert. Anyone want to make a comment on any other things that were mentioned there? We can pick it up later, or you might have something different to say, or you disagree. No? Cool. Okay. Thank you, Robert. That's great. Cheers. So, next group. This one. Thank you, Thomas. Okay. You get. Oh, I love it. I love it. Can we have another mic? Okay. You my mic.
Thanks. Yeah, we're not the Inkies, we're the Hardys. Huh?
Yeah,
we
exactly.
have
we're the Hardys.
Inkjet manufacturers and machine builders.
Absolutely.
Okay, far away.
So good. Maybe to start shortly, in the sustainability, we split it in quick wins, so short terms. There we see a lot of potential, of course, in the manufacturing of the machines, in the manufacturing of the inks. We see a lot of potentials to reduce the energy consumption, the CO2. And the second part is more the bigger view, what is possible to bring the sustainability really engaged with everybody. And there we saw, of course, the whole in education. It's very important that everybody understands what the sustainability brings at the end to our planet, to our pocket. And this was exactly that what we learned out of the presentation. We implemented the directive, bring to the sustainability a return on investment. it's not, nobody invests just in sustainability. You need something to bring out that everybody understands. It's also a benefit at the end in the return on investment. Maybe to add from your side?
Yeah, also that the entire chain is being looked at, so from the customer over the manufacturing to logistics should be all included in a comprehensive offering.
Okay.
Good. This was sustainability.
Fantastic.
Then to AI and software. For us, it was very important also in the discussion to see, to improve also the sustainability with AI, we need to digitalize the whole chain. So if the AI do not have the information, also the AI is not able to improve it. So we need
garbage in, garbage out.
Absolutely, absolutely. If something in the chain is analog, you destroy the whole information path, and you cannot bring the information to the AI that it improves. So it was our way over then from sustainability to the discussion of the AI.
Brilliant.
I think one important point is also to give good feeling to people. I think acceptance for AI. Obviously, a lot of people think, "Oh, my job will be obsolete at one point." I think really educate people and involve people is a crucial part. And I think at the end, the blend between AI and manual labor work is very important.
Very good.
Anything else?
I think we have something added here.
Yeah, interlinking. So that also goes with a lot of the talks that we had here. Working and collaborating is very important. So linking AIs between different components of solutions is certainly very important.
Yes, it could also help to improve the working process between competitors. If you have something in AI, then you have not every time to bring the people together. You can work with the AI from one competitor to the other ones on the print shop or also in the development paths.
Okay.
Good.
Anything else?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Give me a round of applause. Did anyone want to make any comments on any of that? I wasn't sure about that bit about collaboration and competitors and AI, but maybe we'll talk about that later. Yeah. What do you think about that? Do we think that's a good idea? Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
I was just saying this earlier. It makes me angry.
No. Steve, we don't want you being angry. Yeah.
No, I think I've not been in inkjet a long time. Sorry, I've not been in inkjet a long time, but all I see is silos everywhere.
Yep.
Every company doing its own thing for itself. I understand why. We're all trying to make money, but we're never going to collaborate unless there's a more kind of open attitude towards interfacing our hardware together, our software, everything.
Yep.
Just because we can still have competition, but just make it easy for people to adopt it. Otherwise, you're screwed.
So you think AI could be one of those conduits?
It's just another tool. It's just another tool. But if you don't make kind of open interfaces for people to use to collaborate, it will remain as it is. And that 1%, I just said, we'll be lucky to get to 5% in 10 years if we don't change it.
So a topic for conversation at lunchtime. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to go let's quickly vote. Which is the neatest handwriting? Come on, Lizzie. Lizzie, could you come up, please? Yeah. Yours is neat. Oh, Lee's coming up. Lee, can I just point out, it's not Lee's handwriting. It's not your handwriting. Okay, Lee,
It's
if you do the nicest, you do the neatest handwriting.
If anybody wants the messiest handwriting, so this is
Go on, then.
very definitely a kind of wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Anyway, so sustainability. We had a long discussion about sustainability, and the conclusion at the end of it is sustainability is great, but it doesn't sell anything. Oh. Just to be controversial. Ooh. And we just sat through two presentations which said sustainability is absolutely fantastic, it's a great goal, but in the end it's about return on investment, isn't it, Alan? I'm looking for Alan. Is Alan in the room? No, he's not in the room. And then we got the problem of sustainability is difficult to understand because the regulations are different in every country, and probably different next year from this year in the US, for example. And it becomes confusing for people to follow, and therefore the message gets lost. So we didn't really come up with any answers to that, but we did have a long discussion about it. Software and AI, too difficult, too important to ignore. Also quite widely misrepresented. So a lot of stuff that's presented as AI today is actually just algorithms, and therefore it's it's a good marketing term. I did hear a presentation a few years ago where someone said, "My product contains AI. It was called statistics when I was at school, but I'm talking to investors." So I sat there thinking, well, that's a very cynical view, but it's actually pretty true. But we then moved on to where's AI actually in use, and you can see it right the way through the process of print, and in the end, print isn't in itself an end, products are the end that are printed, and therefore we need to make the whole thing work end to end. And we talked about sales, and there's sales automation happening with AI, layout automation, press automation, maintenance automation, so it's got a tremendous number of applications. And we then talked about the concerns about generative AI and the creative side and AI stealing people's creative thoughts. He says, looking for somebody. She's not looking this way at the moment. So then moving on to the next stage. Oh, he says, realising I've forgotten something that was written down. And we then talked about the whole question about what's missing. And the big thing that we thought was missing was robotics. Because actually, we're all about a process. We're a process of, customers order in right the way through to products at the end. Robotics an increasing part of what